Last time on Crown of Leaves. Let's get right back to it.
Phew, almost too late.
Where are we? And who are you?
Hi! I represent a little known company that designs terrific cleaning appliances. If you would, consider purchasing one. Bear in mind that this show model is not for sale. Oh, by the way, here's my ID. They usually call me Juniver. The second version, Univer, is for those who find it easier to combine two letters into one than to pronounce them all. To the point! I hope you have no doubt that I've saved you both from death. I dread to think what you would have done without me.
How did you know?
Oh, it's quite the story. There's a guy who wishes you, or him, to live. And which is which? I need a certain kiddo.
That's him, and I'm just here for kicks. Accidentally. He needs help. That monster's bitten him.
What? Has a letter eaten ripped at him? God, Tiem Brahma, just my luck.
Will he die? Just like that? Also, he told me he had samurai blood. He'd do anything to show off.
No, he hasn't lied to you, which is exactly why he's in danger. If you were nipped at, that wouldn't be much of a problem. But the letter eaters don't bite mortals, red bloods. Do you understand?
No, I don't.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Are you a samurai, or half samurai, or 100th of a samurai? What kind of half-breeds party are you having over here?
I'm a traveling saleswoman cruising from camp to camp selling goods. Then I was asked, as a friend, to drop in here. And so, I dropped in.
Don't try to play me off. TM Brahma is a purely samurai phrase. I have seen Karyom's memories, kiddos, and experienced the last hours of his life before I found myself in the slow. And I'll be damned if mortals are aware of even the slightest bit of the things I've learned.
I don't know much about sloths, but I'll tell you what, mortals have definitely taken part in this. At least one, at most. You're cursed.
Huh?
Well, you said it yourself. I'll be damned if mortals are aware of something or other. You are indeed a mortal. As for Sarai phrases, I'll tell you what. At one of the northern camps, they sell a guide with a small Sarai glossary in it. In the north, everybody's already learned it, including me. All right, enough. We've got Carrion dying.
Will you be able to help him?
It's good that we brought it up. I will look after him, but you should know that, in fact, Kiddo is completely under your guardianship. If he dies, and without medicine it'll happen sooner or later, that'll be your fault. Well, indirectly, it's not you who's bitten him after all.
You know, he saved me. He's such a scumbag, but he saved me, twice. So you're right, I ought to pay him back.
It seems you're a nice fellow. Actually, I was speaking not about a sense of duty, but about the fact that you're linked through your lives. If he dies, the same will happen to you.
You're lying.
Not at all. Do you want to find out? Then forget everything and go home. Any day now, you're going to collapse and I'll have no choice but to come to your funeral and say, I told you so. I don't like doing that. Moreover, I pity you. You seem to have suffered much enough as it is.
And what do you suggest?
While I'm looking after Carium, you look for reagents.
I'll be looking for regions? Okay. But why are you so confident that I'll be able to find them? We're in the camp, not the Marquis after all.
Trust me, it's way harder to find antiseptic wipes in rural Latori. Yet, at almost every camp where at least a quarter of Parbra have removed their wheels, there are travelers, a cemetery, and mystics.
Frankly speaking, I'm losing the train of thought here.
Forget it. I'll make a list for you. From there on, you'll figure it out yourself. And hurry up, alright? If you save Kiddo, you'll save yourself too.
Fine, I get the point. The list.
Here, just read it carefully. Don't mess anything up.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your name? I just realized you never introduced yourself.
Rui, nice to meet you.
In case you have any questions, drop in. I'll scarcely be so happy and glad to stick around here and stare at this poor wrench. Dang. Were not for that snapper leader, I would go trade for a bit. I have about 100 vacuum cleaners on me. Can you imagine? And a festival is just beginning at the cemetery. There's going to be lots of people. All right, off you go.
It seems Juniper was deliberately destroying the planchettes and quit her job halfway, probably because of mine and Cariom's appearance. An electric stove of some fancy Laturian brand. Someone was lucky with the oven. The old owner of the house was not only a keen farmer, but also a lover of fortune-telling, or a collector of pointers for talking boards. In any case, that's incredibly stupid. Something that gardeners use. I have no idea what it's for. Apparently, the last owner of this house was not much different from other hill campers and loved to delve into the ground. Oh, his wound looks bad. Really bad. He was lucky to pass out. Will this board really protect us from the slow? Maybe you should pour water into it? Cement? Or better yet, acid?
The sloth is closed once and for all. The Kiddo leaving that place was enough. I didn't even have to do anything.
That's a lot of luggage for a traveling sales lady.
Hey, I actually do sell vacuum cleaners.
And what's inside the little bag?
A handheld vacuum cleaner made for easy cleaning. You want to try it out?
I don't think so. What a strange light in here. It makes me want to lay down and sleep for a couple of hours. Upholstery is old, wet, and smells like mold. More vacuum cleaners. Most of these books are about gardening. There are notes on the papers, written in block letters. The mirror is covered with patina. All that can be seen in it is a ghost of yourself. The person in the picture looks like Cariom. I mean, come on, I'm sure it's Cariom. He and Flynn lived in this very house, and the slow proves this all the more. I saw the same Veve on the door to the house. I have no idea what it could possibly mean. Rain, maybe? There, in the slow, I could burn. I mean, I was literally the fire. That's what helped us escape. I'm just a mere mortal. How could this happen? Is it because I'm Cariom's jeweler?
I've never heard of anyone, mortal or Sarai, become the fire. It even sounds weird. You sure you're getting everything right?
I'll tell you everything as it was. I drank ink, and from that moment on my hands, caught fire. Yes, I know it sounds silly.
Not at all. Go on.
I was even able to harm the leader, even if it didn't hold him back long, but it didn't attack me.
Great! Serves him right. Those mutts can't see mortals, so if you had faced them seriously, you'd probably have dispersed it, and nobody would have bitten anyone. Why am I so unlucky?
But I can't burn right now. Was it really, a roll for the slow? It would be a useful ability, wouldn't you agree? I can make coffee without a stove, without leaving the room.
As I said, neither a mortal or a Sarai can become anything different. Do you understand? You can't turn a bird into paper or a rock into a suitcase, so you can't become fire. But your Shang can because it is a very malleable material. This also clarifies some things about the sloth. Usually, Shang is hidden deep and securely inside the body, so that nothing like what you experience happens to it. And in the slog, let's say you turned inside out and your Shang and your body swapped places. You drank the ink, you say. It must have given Shang the ability to ignite. No wonder you've lost it now. Maybe even forever.
Huh, really? That's a pity.
Hey, cheer up. Don't be upset. Something unnatural happened to your Shang. It was changed by force, not because you wanted it to. And if it returned to its original state in the stream, It's better for you.
Alright. I'll remember that. So that's what this place is. An abandoned house in a cliff. It turns out that Carium lived very close to the camp. So did Flynn? I would be happy to return to my usual routine, but I can't get certain things out of my head. Lifebound with Carium. How delightful. How delightful. I need to hurry up already to gather the noted ingredients for the medicine, and that'll be that. By the way, what's on that list that Juniper gave me? 1. A proof of death, something from the cemetery. 2. Traveler's watch. It is important that they visit different time zones. 3. Grigi. Ask a Malalo. What's a Grigi? The sign is empty, but the sign itself directly hints that you better not go to the house on the cliff. That didn't prevent Vander from equipping his greenhouse, though. Beach. I don't like water, that's why I rarely swim. Scratch that. Why I never swim. Sitting on the post for hours and watching the beach? No thanks. Too boring. Resting on beach, getting a leech. Rasco. Not a sentinel, no, he just wrote his name here. A royal throne with a flowing flower print. Hey, I'm home! And nobody is here. Again. Where's everybody, I wonder? They haven't even locked the door. Ugh. What if we've been robbed? The bracelet! Phew, everything's okay. Bracelet is here. And buried under some papers. What's this? My dear, do you want mommy to have a stroke? If you go spending the night at your friends' or girlfriend's, let me know. I understand you're an adult, and that's why I'm not stinting you on anything, but I'm worried, you know. Left the house unlocked in case you return at dawn. Mommy. I disappeared for only a night. That's a relief. The bracelet is altered. There are details on it that definitely weren't made by me.
It's all logical. A Star Reader needs a companion. But I'm sorry for you. I'd rather the same thing didn't happen to you. Don't tell the family. Agreed?
Milash's bracelet was exactly the same. And why is it a jeweler who's supposed to be a Star Reader's companion? Of course, a jeweler is a very important profession in Lattery, but not that important, right? I don't feel like becoming a substitute for my missing uncle, so I can die impaled on branches. The only one who'll be by my side at that moment won't be friends or family, but Carium, this capricious sleazebag mocking me and calling me a mad hornet. Okay, that's enough. I don't believe in destiny or predetermination. I changed my life myself, and I know what to do. Ha! It's easier than I thought. The Black Baron prepaid me half, and I did the job just enough for this prepayment. So now, I'll give the bracelet back to the Baron and let some other jeweler finish my work. I don't have the faintest idea of what I'm going to do next, but I'm as good as done with this thrice-cursed bracelet. But first, I'll return the favor to Carium. So today is the 10th of Uni. Paradoxically, it's much more challenging to explain one day's absence than 1 year's. This is the sketch the Black Baron gave me. The bracelet that I saw on the slow looked exactly the same. It's Murmy and Laszlo. I wish things had turned out differently. Sauride constellations are so cool! I hope no one heard me. Ah. They were giving us such things in the Institute. It's a list of tree species used in Naurian jewelry. Usually they have pretty idiotic names. A bird in good health. Doesn't mind the smell of roasted meat, cigarette smoke, or dust. A magic triangle? Nifty, but why not a square? Brilla's bag is her treasury. If I were stupid, I would certainly check what she hides inside, but a strong feeling of self-preservation keeps me away from it. Brilla's account book with a symbol protecting against evil. Well, Aunt Brilla, I'll have you know that this symbol is what turned me away. I don't like to count other people's money. Maresdale at the cemetery. That's right, a proper place for mystics. Was there a child creativity contest in the camp or what? Okay, this is cute. I even like it. Especially those boots. They look like teeth. The famous cafe called Goblin. It's also called the Gobble Wagon. Strong black coffee, pumpkin muffins, and beet kvass are served there. You're back! Where have you been? I had to go away briefly to, what's today's date?
And where have you been that you've lost track of time? Actually, don't answer. Just let Vander and I figure out the rest.
Figure out what?
Our city boy has finally found himself a Mirante. Such a pity. I've only just picked up the courage to take the first step.
Oh, Rui, congratulations! It's great you finally got close friends. But you won't forget about me, will you? We're kind of buddies now. Alec didn't exactly mean friends, so don't worry. I won't forget. Hey, Al.
Well, come on. Who is she? Or he? Or them?
Ugh, I just wanted to ask how you're doing.
Me? I've been on the go since dawn, helping the tourists pitch their tents. Have you dropped in at the festival yet?
Not yet.
Then run. Guests from different countries are selling souvenirs there. You should get something before everything is sold out. I've already bought something for myself. I even met a funny guy. He works as a professional matchmaker or something similar. You'll see.
Alright, I'll go have a look as soon as I can.
A fish horse keychain. The best souvenir you can get from the hill camp. A cool gift for your son, your brother, your wife, or your dog. Speaking shortly, yes. I'm glad you like it.
Do you know him?
What? Is he drowning? I don't care. Rui, I'm here from season to season. When I return, I've already forgotten half of the names of all hill campers who I talked to during the previous season. So go to someone more aware. Ask the local archivist, or Ma Brilla.
How are your plants after the Veglam? Couldn't be better. I fed them properly, and also asked Malalo to draw a special veve to make my children grow better. Things seem to be looking up. Thanks to you, Rui. Oh, come on. The main thing is that everyone is alive. Alive? What do you mean? Your plants are alive, of course. I'm talking about them. It's a good thing your plants survived, yes? And the veve will drive away the mad rook next time. Yeah, right. We'll drive away. Have you ever been to the residential area of the abandoned house? Me? No, never. But why do you suddenly... How do you... No! Don't be so nervous, Vander. I'm just asking. This house is so weird, isn't it? Not just weird, it's creepy. And earlier tonight, I heard footsteps. Someone was walking over there, Rui. At first I thought it was my imagination, but then I saw a woman in a black hood, standing next to the greenhouse. She saw me, and her eyes flashed. I was terribly frightened and... Anyway, I ran away. I didn't want her to kill me. You still haven't returned this to Brilla? I wonder where you got it. Did you make it yourself? Yeah, and I found the bones in the field. I thought it could help me get rid of the birds, but it seems that it doesn't work on me. I'd find more use in an amulet that helps to finish bracelets. I can make one for you if you want. Thank you, I'm fine with what I have. Do you by chance know this man? His name is Grullo. I've heard that name before, but I absolutely can't remember who he is. Better ask someone else. This guy works day shifts. Looks unfriendly. Thank you to Jack Cooper and Kit Knightwood for your support. You're both amazing, and thank you.